To Los Angeles now on the Republican line. Kathleen, good morning.
Oh, hi, good morning. Listen, I feel like I'm listening to a discussion from 1960. We've been talking about the same issues. First, let me address the first 2 points that he made. Point number one, he's not nonpartisan. That's not true. They've been pumping the Democratic Party for decades, and Black Americans have been rolling with the Democratic Party for decades, and we are now facing zero median wealth by 2025. Also, you said that your organization's focus is on economics. Well, that's not true, because if we were focused on economics, Black American intellectuals, academicians knew in the 1800s that mass immigration is the economic issue that adversely impacts Black Americans. So you don't even focus on mass immigration / illegal aliens, which has displaced or replaced Black Americans' issues economically. We have this, and we realize this now. We've learned this now. Black Americans were hoodwinked or gaslit by Black American institutions and organizations since the Civil Rights Act, because the year after the Civil Rights Act in 1965, the Democratic Party pushed the Immigration Act of 1965. So for every 10% increase in immigration, Black Americans lose a certain percentage of their wealth. Black Americans in the 1800s knew this. Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, W. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, they knew that in the 1800s. Yet today, in 2025, Black Americans, or at least our so-called leaders and organizations, in fact, they pump mass immigration and illegal aliens. The Democratic Party, Black American Democrat politicians pump mass immigration and illegal
All right,
aliens.
Kathleen, we got that point. Let's get a response.
I'm not here to defend nor to promote the Democratic Party, but in our work, we have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies. We only have permanent interest. And maybe in this instance, the Democratic policy point of view aligns mostly with ours. In the past, in 2005 and 6, we worked closely with George W. Bush on a very significant bill called the Extension of the Voting Rights Act. In 2017 and 18, I worked closely with Jared Kushner and a bipartisan group to pass the First Step Act. So I think it's important. You got to get facts straight and not rhetoric. Secondly, it's a misnomer that immigration is a Latino issue. 15% of, quote, those undocumented in this country are Black people from the Caribbean and Africa. And in some cases, they are blended families where an African-American father and a mother from the Caribbean, and an African-American father and a mother from Africa, they're blended families in terms of this. So we need to deal with certainly facts. Final thing I'll say, our economist, Dr. Bernard Anderson, I asked him 10 years ago to conduct a study on the impact of, quote, immigrants on African-American jobs. He found that the impact was not significant. African-American women have moved from being housekeepers. African-American men have moved from being farm workers into other parts of the American economy. And so it's just divisive rhetoric to try to pit Black people against immigrants. And there's no evidence to the fact. Are there impacts here and there? Yes, that's the case. So we have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, and only permanent interests. And I will dance with whoever dances with our policies and what we believe is best for the community.
Randy is